Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Today I'm just going to talk about my art process and how I go about making a piece like this. So I like drawing a square instead of a circle. It does help me visualize the head better and know where the facial features should be, and the jawline especially, because that bottom line of the square is normally where I have like the point of the jawline. I also like either drawing the ears or the eyes first. Those two kind of work together, because wherever the top of the ears will be is where either the middle or the top of the eyes. It really just depends on your style. But here I drew the ears first and then the eyes, but normally I draw the eyes first. And then with the shoulders, whichever way they are leaning, the torso will also lean, same with the hips. And so I like to draw those first and then lines to where the torso will be. The arms I draw next. I don't really like drawing arms, so you'll see I kind of cut it halfway in the frame. I know that technically with straighter lines you get a more composed sketch, but I've been having a lot of trouble recently with technically chicken scratching, but not really. It's just a messier sketch, and then I go in and I clean it up. Sometimes I still leave it messy, and you'll see that in the final product. It does kind of affect it, but I guess this is more of a lazy drawing, especially because I'm more used to painting over things that I don't really care how the sketch comes out. And then with the coloring, sometimes I'll color it in like a coloring book, or I'll use the lasso tool, which the lasso tool is a lot faster and easier, but I don't like erasing and editing things because I feel like it leaves a ton of spaces, and I'm more used to the sort of painting feel of things, so normally I'll just go in and color it in. And then I'll go in with two different variations of the skin tone. For either the skin or like the hair, I'll do the same thing for the color or the clothes, but I'll do like one thing at a time. That way whenever I finally get to rendering, which I will do over like the whole art on a separate layer, I know where to place things, and it just kind of looks like finished but not finished. Overall, I'd say it's a very easy but helpful process. It really helps with whenever you try to do painterly style on digital. It's easy, but it's my preferred way of doing things. So normally if I do like a cool tone skin tone, I'll normally go for a slightly warmer hair color, and then same thing for the shirt, but I'll make the shadows a cooler tone. And sometimes I like to either make it a similar color to what they are, or I like to go completely cooler, like with the hair it's slightly orange, but then for the shadows I did a sort of purple. Then because everything is generally a warmer tone, like a warmer color with a cool tone, I decided to make the eyes blue. And because the shadows are purple, I made the shadows sort of a purple for the eyes as well, but the lighter color more yellow-green, like a cyan color. I think right here, like I decided to make the eyes a little bit more purple just to match the hair. Normally I also like making the pupils white. I feel like it just makes them stand out more than having black pupils. And then right about here, I will render the face a little bit more. I will use the color dropper to color match it, and then use a thick opaque brush to sort of place down color in like splotches so that it doesn't look fully blended out, which is something that I like to do to make things look a little bit more like painted. I'll blend things just to get that sort of in-between color, just to paint over it again. It makes things look a lot smoother, and even though they're still not blended, whenever I draw and then right here I'm coloring over the ears with the darker color. Just go in with a lighter color to sort of do the folds of the ear. And then this part does skip over a lot of the rendering of the face. I don't know where the footage went, but it's still the technique that I did talk about a couple seconds ago. I just put more detail on it. And then I move on to the hair just a little bit here. I like to color drop again and just draw like little hairs, just to make it look more like wild. And then I will go in and shade it a little bit more. Process is just kind of rinse and repeat. I just go in and I keep redoing things, making them look better, and just adding slight more detail to things. I will define the hair a little bit more with the shading, but yeah, that's pretty much all for the hair. And then I color drop the color of the eyes, and I sort of make a shine on the eyelashes, and it just kind of makes it like pop out more. But it's very simple, honestly. I learned that from a lot of people on TikTok, actually. It's one of my favorite ways to do eyes. It's very easy but quick. And then right here I'm just adding some more shine to the face, and then actually moving on to the body and adding shading and more colors there, just because right now it looks like a low resolution photo, so hopefully you'll see some more of the detail that I add there. And then I'll go back in and I'll draw over the line art with some black, and then just make it look more defined. And then you'll see me like erase a lot of the line art I did below, just to make it look more neat. I take a lot of pauses too to zoom out and just look at my art, see what needs to be fixed and what doesn't, like what looks good. Later on I'll fix like the arm and the neck and everything. Right here you'll see me fixing the arm and the shirt, and then I'll go in and add some more shading to the arms and the shoulder, right where the neck is. I still have yet to fix where that shoulder is, along with the neck. It's a little too high, but you'll see it later in the video. And then I go in and I render a little bit more of the neck and the body, just to make it the same color as the face, so that it looks just a little bit more cohesive, because the face isn't as bright as the rest. And then I go in and I add some more detail to the shirt. These are the last finishing details because the video is almost done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate your views. and all the comments that you guys give. I got a comment asking me to make characters based on Sanrio, so I think I'm going to make that a series, and I think hopefully that will be the next video that you guys see. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please leave a like and a comment. I appreciate all the views so much. I know I already said that, but genuinely it means so much to me. Anyways, thank you and goodbye.